Hi, this is Bobbie Thompson with Crochet Guru, and welcome to my crochet stitch guide. Today's lesson is on how to crochet a puff stitch, and after I demonstrate the stitch, I will give you a couple of quick tips. Before we get started, I am using a double crochet as my starting guide. Yarn over your hook and insert your hook into the stitch. Yarn over and pull or draw the yarn through the stitch. Make sure to bring this loop up to the same height as your previous stitch, which in this case is a double crochet. There should also be 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over again and insert your hook into the same stitch. Yarn over and draw the yarn through the stitch. Now pull the loop up to match the same height, and there should now be 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over again and insert your hook into the same stitch. Yarn over and pull the yarn through the stitch. Bring the last loop up to the same height as the double crochet, and there should now be 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over and draw the yarn through all 7 loops on your hook. Now chain 1. And this is how you complete a puff stitch. I am now going to show you how to crochet a puff stitch with a treble crochet as your starting point. Yarn over your hook and insert your hook into the stitch. Yarn over and pull the yarn through the stitch. Make sure to bring this loop up to the same height as the treble crochet. There should be 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over your hook and insert your hook into the same stitch. Yarn over and draw the yarn through the stitch. There should now be 5 loops on your hook. Also make sure that this is the same height as the treble crochet. Yarn over, insert into the same stitch. Yarn over again and bring it through. There should now be 7 loops on your hook. Now making sure it's the same height as the treble crochet, yarn over, draw through all 7 loops on your hook. And chain 1. And this is how you complete your puff stitch with the treble crochet as your starting height. Now I'm going to share a few quick tips. The puff stitch is abbreviated PS, or I've also seen it abbreviated Puff ST. Now you can create a crochet puff stitch using any stitch height that you like. You can even puff stitch into the chain, but for teaching purposes I use the double and the treble crochet. Now you can also crochet the puff stitch using 11 loops on your hook instead of 7, which is what we did today. Now to end with 11 loops, you just insert your hook into the same stitch and drop another loop, and that should end in 11 instead of 7. And finally, when creating your puff stitch, always make sure to bring all of your loops up to the same height as the stitch before it. And today the stitches that we used were the double crochet and the treble crochet. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you got something out of it and liked this video, I'm hoping you'll do me a favor and click the like button. Thank you so much and have a great day.